Looks like Congresswoman Jasmine Ratchet got her some competition. What's going on, America? Welcome to Kevin's Corner, where I try to make some sense out of nonsense. Before we get into this video, I need y'all to do me a favor. Hit that like button, share my videos. Please make sure you subscribe. Make sure your notification buttons are turned on to all. Subscribe to my alternative channel, just in case YouTube give me the slip or something. You'll know how to find me. Don't forget to check me out with all the podcasts and follow me on Rumble and the Jungle. All the links are listed below. If you want to donate to my channel, feel free. Those links are below as well. Now, with no further ado,
welcome to my party. We're just getting started.
People love AOC. People love Jasmine Crockett. And I think that the Democratic Party should put the people out there who the people want.
I'm Kevin from Kevin's Corner, and I endorse that message. That's right. Put ugly foot out there. Yeah, they've been sticking Jasmine Ratchet out there for quite some time now. Apparently, she's supposed to be one of the newest leaders in the Democrat Party. And all she is a great example of what not to do. They want to keep putting people out there like this. And I always use the example. It's like sticking some ugly feet out there in the springtime because you think you got cute feet and you got corns on all of your toes. And you put them in some sandals and stick them out there. And people are looking at them going, man, you need to cover that whole foot up. I can't believe you're subjecting us to those ugly feet. That's what she reminds me of, because she's all over the place right now. They've been sticking her out there left and right as an example, I guess, of the new upgrade of the Democrat Party. Yes, the young and edgier part of the Democrat Party. They're taking over, the radicals. So I guess the strategy is to promote people like Jasmine Ratchet. Unfortunately, Jasmine Ratchet might have her a little bit of competition. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, get a load of this.
We are going to be in your face. We are going to be on your asses.
Don't just look at the white men. Open it up and recognize that other people can be qualified. The same very people that built this country, because the last time I checked, y'all didn't say that anything was wrong with the White House. And I can promise you, it was my ancestors that built the White House.
It's a white supremacy agenda. This is all about white supremacy. Even their anti-trans kids bill, that's a white supremacist deal. And honestly, as far as I'm concerned, we're dealing with a white supremacy issue when it comes to the abortion pill issue.
There has been no oppression for the white man in this country. You tell me which white men were dragged out of their homes. You tell me which one of them got dragged all the way across an ocean and told that you are going to go and work. We are going to steal your wives. We are going to rape your wives. That didn't happen. That is oppression.
Real heavy on the white supremacy, huh? Yeah, I wonder which one of us black people alive today was ripped out of our houses and had our kids ripped from us. I wonder if Jasmine Ratchet had that experience. But hey, it's okay though. Let her keep pushing that as a winning strategy because it worked so good in 2024. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and focus heavy on the white supremacy. I'm loving ugly foot right about now. Keep sticking that foot out there because eventually all the voters is going to step on those nasty, ugly toes and tell you to put those away before I toss my cookies. But yeah, heavy on the white supremacy. You already know what else.
Most extreme crimes that take place in this country are committed by white supremacists. 80% of extreme crimes are committed by white supremacists in this country.
Pulled that right out of her duptoir, right out of her butt. There it is. Yeah, keep pushing it, man. White supremacy. That's right. Power to the people. Jasmine Ratchet. Let's finish hearing from the real life Shanae.
The coddling is for the white boys. That's what's happening right now. I am tired of the white tears. The fact is, stop trying to act as if only white men are the ones that are capable. Because right now, you're sitting at a table with 3 very capable black women. The only people that are crying are the mediocre white boys that have been beaten out by people that historically have had to work so much harder.
I really am doing and experiencing things that so many other black women are experiencing.
The most educated demographic in this country right now is black women.
Yeah, man, go heavy on that identity politics. It's all about, you know, your race, your sex, all of that stuff. I mean, because the people in America, they like that. They like that. And they showed us how much they like this type of politics, you know, in 2024. They showed us that they want more dividing the country by race, sex, gender, and all of that stuff. They want more radical stuff like the transgenders are here to stay, and comparing them to the plight of black people and things like that. Even though black people are a real thing and transgenders are just made up. But it doesn't matter. Keep sticking ugly foot out there.
I also took this as an opportunity to again flex on MAGA and let them know that I will always be smarter than you. You can call me a DEI hire all you want to.
You know why I don't feel a way and why you can't make me doubt who I am? Is because I know that I had to work 10 times as hard as they did just to get into the seat. When you look and you compare me to Marjorie Taylor Greene or me to Lauren Boebert, there is no comparison.
You're right about that. They're both blowing you out of the water when it comes down to intelligence and almost everything else. But don't let me stop you, ghetto superstar. That is what you are.
Right now, I feel like MAGA in general, they are threats to us domestically. And we see it time and time again.
The fact that I'm rooting for Canada and I'm rooting for Mexico a lot is really wild. But they are really the ones that are speaking truth to power right now. They can see what it is, and they were like, we are not messing with this crazy regime from Mar-a-Lago, and basically calling them thugs. That's what it is. But I'm like, y'all knew who he was when y'all elected him. So don't act surprised.
There you go. She's straight up Mexico and Canada first. And she's talking about thugs, but yet she's acting like one. Yeah, running around talking about, Trump shouldn't be in the White House, and we built this MFer and all of that, dropping all these F-bombs. But you know what, though? We might have a solution to the ugly foot, y'all. Introducing my man right here.
I am a candidate for TX30's congressional district. I'm challenging Jasmine Crockett in the 2026 midterm. And, I'm an attorney. I own a business. Obviously, I own my own law firm. I'm a dad and I'm a husband. I'm a veteran. And I'm just somebody that cares about the community. And I just can't sit around while people are trying to tear our country down.
So you're not a DEI hire. You're telling me you actually have accomplished some things and done some things, and you're speaking with the King's English, and you're not talking about MFers and Mickey Fickies and F this and F that. You're not doing that. You're not coming in talking about racism and the black man and slavery and stuff like that. You're not doing that. You're not talking about gender rights and stuff. I hope this guy blows her completely up down there in Texas. Come on, Texas. I'm pulling for this guy.
I'm just curious, just to better understand your ruling. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct?
A what now?
Bleach blonde, bad built butch body. Bleach blonde, bad built butch body.
What now?
Bleach blonde, bad built butch body. Baby girl. Bleach blonde, bad built butch body.
What now?
Bleach blonde, bad built butch body.
Chairman, I make a motion to strike those words.
I don't think that's
Hold on.
I'm trying to find clarification on what qualifies.
Chairman, motion to strike those
I had no idea
words.
what you just said.
We're not gonna do this. Look, you guys earlier literally just
You just voted to do it.
Y'all did it first, so you don't want to talk about it.
voted to do it.
Order.
I'm trying to get clarification.
Look it, calm down. Calm
No,
down.
because this
I
is
would
what
like
y'all
to get
do.
through proceedings.
So I'm trying to
Miss
get
Crockett,
clarification.
you're not
You don't
recognized.
like,
Miss
hey,
I can't hear
Crockett.
you with your
and
yelling.
You don't want
calm
me to
down.
Be,
Can
no,
you please calm down?
Don't tell me to calm down.
Calm down.
Because y'all
Please
talk
calm
noise,
down.
and then you
You're
can't
out of
take
control.
Because if I
Look, Chairman,
come
can we
and
send
talk
outside to
shit
take a
about
break
her,
for 5
y'all
minutes?
gonna have a problem.
Mr. Chairman.
We need order. We need order in the house. Don't get mad at Marjorie Taylor Greene because you decided to go out there and put some camel eyelashes on your face. Dang on it. And now she out there, don't tell me to shut up. But let's finish the ghetto stuff, okay? She's on a ghetto tour.
If you could tell Donald Trump anything tonight, what would you tell him?
I would tell him to grow a spine and stop being Putin's hoe. Unfortunately, we had an opportunity to have a woman lead this country, and I promise you she would have led us to the promised land. But instead, we got somebody that seems like he want to take us to hell and back again. What is happening? Like, this is not America. This is a terrible nightmare. Somebody slap me and wake me up because I'm ready to get on with it. The fact that you just sat up there and somehow figured out how to tie trans folk to your argument makes no sense to me. But let me tell you something. Trans people ain't going nowhere. Just like when the racists wanted to make sure that black people somehow were going to be dismissed in this country. We ain't left either. When you look at who's voting for who, the less educated folk, and when I say educated, I'm not even talking about formal education. I'm talking about people that literally don't want to read and enlighten themselves on facts. Those are the people that typically vote for the Republicans, and it's one of the reasons that we have to stop writing in theses as Democrats, right? Like, we want to give you every single little detail that we can find so that you can have all the information. But the reality is that the average person that is going out there and voting, they're not paying attention to that.
Who does Donald Trump work for?
Obviously, Elon and them. He ain't working for us.
Obviously, Elon and them. He ain't working for us. What happened to the well-spoken Jasmine Ratchet when she was running at first and spoke with the King's English and all of that? Once she got in, her true colors are shining through. And it's doo-doo brown.
Jasmine Crockett is more of a performer or an influencer. She's wholly ineffective as a legislator. She wasn't able to pass any laws when she was in the Texas State House, and we don't anticipate that she'll be able to have any effect while she's on Capitol Hill. And so, the people in my district are very hardworking people, a lot of small businesses and hardworking families, not a lot of people waiting around on a welfare check or a handout for the government. And I just think it's unfortunate that those people don't have any representation. We don't have anyone on Capitol Hill advocating for us and what we actually need, what could actually help our district. We just have this person up there that's spewing all this racist divisiveness, and she is hell-bent on tearing our country down. And so somebody has to stand up to that, and God bless me with the ability to do the job, and so I feel the responsibility to act right now.
It's not a criminal violation to enter the country illegally. It's not a criminal. It's a crime. It's not a crime, which is why they're so frustrated, because they really want our local law enforcement to go out and round up people when they could be looking out for the murderers and the sexual abusers as well as the robbers. They want them to go and round people up on civil accusations.
Y'all get that? Did y'all catch that logic? It's not a criminal violation to enter the country illegally. Let her go out there on the campaign trail and use that as some type of legitimacy to justify all of these illegal immigrants in our country. Okay. I think the Democrat Party should do more promotion of people like Jasmine Ratchet. Like Don Lemon said, that's the type of people that America want. Boy, I tell you, if they do not elect this brother right here, I'm going to be mad at Texas.
Becoming a dad and just concerned for my daughter, and when the issue surrounding biological males being allowed in restrooms and locker rooms and in girls' private spaces, and then biological males competing against girls in sports, that's when it hit home for me. I have a 5-year-old daughter who loves to play sports. I fully anticipate she's going to be an athlete, and I just want to pave a way for her to make sure that she's safe, and that covers all other little girls in America. Jasmine Crockett is more of a performer or an influencer. She's wholly ineffective as a legislator. She wasn't able to pass any laws when she was in the Texas State House, and we don't anticipate that she'll be able to have any effect while she's on Capitol Hill. To be a member of the U.S. House of Representatives is one of the most prestigious honors and privileges that could be bestowed on any of us. And she treats it like it is a given. She takes it for granted. And every opportunity she takes, she just denigrates our country and our president. And as a veteran and as somebody who actually loves America, I can't sit around and do nothing. So I'm going to fight back. We're fighting back, and we're going to win. She has her sycophants for sure, but she grows more and more unpopular in our district every single day. The thing about TX30 is it's way more diverse and way more conservative than everyone thinks. And people are chomping at the bit to have an election because they cannot wait to see this girl replaced by Sholdon Daniels. On day one, I'm going to bring professionalism and decorum back to the office and respect for the office. And I'm going to focus on lowering taxes so that we can bring down the cost of living for Americans. We're going to focus on securing the border and supporting our president and his policy of keeping the border secure so that we can ensure safer communities here in TX30. We are also going to focus on providing some support for small businesses and make sure that they get to keep more of the money that they earn in their pockets so that they can invest and hire more people. And then we're obviously going to focus on all the new revelations that are coming out with the DOGE effort to uncover the government waste, fraud, and abuse. And we're going to try to hold whoever is responsible for that accountable. There was a study that came out from the Congressional Management Foundation that found that 90% of voters want their representatives to be focused on policy and not social media, essentially on doing the job and not grandstanding for the cameras. And that translates over into TX30. People want a representative in 2025 that's going to provide tangible and effective change that they can see in their community. Gone are the days where we just elect someone out of TX30 and set it and forget it, and we don't hear about them again until they're getting ready to retire.
While we may not have the numbers just yet, that doesn't mean that we don't have fight left in our bodies. And so I am going to fight him every step of the way until we get what we deserve, because it was my ancestors that built this. Okay, I'm done now.
My ancestors that built this Mickey Ficky. Okay, I'm done now. She's become a character of herself, you know. And the sad part about it is people are seeing that they can get her to come out and do something stupid and say something ghetto to give them a soundbite, and they're promoting it. Hey, Jasmine, come over here. Would you dance for us? Would you go ahead and shuck and jive for us? We want you to do your black girl thing. We want you to get angry and, you know, do your hands and stuff like that and use all of the profanity and stuff that you use. Could you give us a soundbite? And she falls right for it. But yet it's so black conscious and this and that and fighting for the people. But I think, though, this brother right here is really fighting for the people.
Unfortunately, we have someone that is occupying the White House. And as far as I'm concerned, he is an enemy to the United States. He swore an oath just like the rest of us. But right now, when you are literally putting us at risk, all because of what? Because you want to convince your followers that you should be a dictator too, that you should never leave the White House because you don't believe that elections should take place. I don't really understand what is going on, and I don't know what it's going to take to get people to wake up.
Called the president of the United States an enemy to this country. Why? Because he did what any strong leader would do. He demanded respect for the office and for the American people. So let's get one thing straight. President Trump didn't kick out Zelensky just to make a scene. He set a precedent. If you come to our house, our White House, you don't show up with demands. You show up with diplomacy. No more blank checks. No more begging. No more business as usual where American taxpayers foot the bill while foreign leaders call all the shots. The fact that Jasmine Crockett is more offended by this than she is by billions of our tax dollars disappearing overseas tells you everything that you need to know about her priorities. She's not standing up for TX30. She's standing up for that same corrupt globalist agenda that's been draining this country and these people dry. If I were in Congress today, here's what I'd be focused on. Getting answers on where our money is going, demanding accountability, and making sure that American interests come first every single time. This is the time for nationalism. Jasmine would rather virtue signal on Twitter than actually do her job. She'd rather go on TV and talk than do her job. So no, our president is not an enemy to the country. The real threat is weak leadership, reckless spending, politicians that put foreign governments like Mexico, Canada, Ukraine ahead of the interest of the American people. TX30 deserves better. America deserves better. Let's bring some common sense to Washington in 2026. I'm Sholdon Daniels. I'm the candidate who's going to take Jasmine Crockett out of Congress and send her back to the beauty salon where she belongs. Jasmine Crockett is for they, them. Sholdon Daniels is for you.
Sholdon Daniels, y'all. I'm Kevin from Kevin's Corner, and I endorse this man right here. Send her right back to the beauty salon so she could finish getting her nails did and her eyelashes stuck on and that weave that she got to pat because she can't scratch. When you can't scratch, you got to pat because you don't want to go ahead and shift the whole weave side to side like that when you're scratching it or something like that. You don't even want to break a big fat one of your long cat nails trying to scratch that weave either. So you got to pat it. You got to pat it. Hopefully you don't knock one of your eyelashes off by patting yourself on the back of the head. But I do hope she gets blown up by Sholdon Daniels, man. So once again, y'all keep your eye out for this brother right here. And maybe we can rid ourselves of one more raggedy, ghetto, fabulous person in the House of Representatives and put somebody in there that is a good representation of not only a congressperson, but also a black person. Boy, I tell you. I mean, I love it. I love when I see intelligent, productive black members that are successful, that don't use their blackness to become successful. They use their intelligence to become successful. They don't need to push all of the rhetoric that somebody like a Jasmine Ratchet pushes, talking about slavery and they built this and all of that mess that she's talking. They don't need to do that. This guy is talking about everyday things that common sense Americans think about and want. That's why this guy gets my thumbs up. Now, God bless you. God bless America. Don't forget, subscribe to my channel. Follow me on all the other social media platforms. Make sure your notification button is turned on to all. Check out my Kevin's Corner store where you can get some merch. And if you want to support the channel in other ways, you can do it through my Cash App and my PayPal. The links are below. And we'll see y'all next time in Kevin's Corner. Oh, and I also do a live show every night, Monday through Friday, 7 to roughly 8:30 or 9 or so. Something like that. All right, God bless you. See y'all next time in Kevin's Corner. Take care.